bringing you the news and information you need from the people making a difference. This is Comcast Newsmakers.
There's always a need in this world for good books and books that have diversity. Lorraine Garcia-Nakata is with us right now. She's an executive director and publisher of Children's Book Press, and I have examples of some beautiful books here. This is one of them, The Storyteller's Candle. And Lorraine, this is the kind of books you specialize in, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Now, Children's Book Press has been in business a long time.
Well, for over 32 years, we've been one of the single producers of children's books. We're an independent nonprofit press, and we publish first voice publications that are multi-ethnic and multilingual, and it fills a need that actually is very needed in the country because there are very few that are producing first voice publications.
Okay, and we say multi-language kinds of things. I looked in here, this was all
English and Spanish.
Oh yeah, it is English and Spanish, you know, yeah, it's a combination of both. Mm-hmm. Well, it serves a wonderful purpose though, doesn't it? It allows people to be bilingual and to learn at the same time. Absolutely.
You know, when I think about our community, people often ask us what community we serve, and we actually I like to back up a little bit and talk a little bit about the American profile. You know, outside of this country, people look at the United States and see one of our greatest assets is our diversity, and we're still in the process of really being able to embrace that. And Children's Book Press years ago recognized that there was very few literary works really that reflected the experiences, contemporary historical, of African Americans, Pacific Islander, Indigenous people, and Latinos in this country. So in that way, we really serve to fill a really important void, both in terms of people that are wanting to have books for education, that are doing research, and also for families and children that are really looking to see themselves reflected in their academic work and the books that they have in front of them.
Are these books well received? Are the families saying, maybe a family that is not multilingual, maybe the parents are not, but the children are growing up in the Bay Area, for example. Are they getting the value of that? Are the parents or grandparents getting the value of this?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, I've had people, colleagues that now have children, and they said that they themselves were raised with these publications and that they remember them. Usually people smile and remember with great fondness, I think, the experiences.
Well, it's good they smile. It's good that they smile and don't, you know.
Well,
I think that's a good sign, Lorraine.
Exactly, because these books really are meant not only to reflect and to have people within the culture see themselves, but in sort of the competitive market and young people that are coming up, for them to be able to even be aware of the cultures around them, and in terms of even the idea that some of them might become bilingual is really pretty amazing. So that's
and let's
important.
mention, I mean, for example, I mean, this is Storyteller's Candle, a place where sunflowers grow. I mean, there's a diversity of kinds of things. My Colors, My World, and this last one is in Spanish. Okay, Spanish
Canito's
only.
Neighborhood.
Yeah, and so there is that exposure to a kind of diversity that otherwise they might not get.
Absolutely, and as you know, we're looking at really investing, I think, in the future. Children's Book Press books really invest in the future, not only for people of color, but certainly in terms of all children and all families. One of the things that really we're looking forward to doing in the next few years is to really have children's books present wherever children and families go. Right now, teachers, librarians, sort of the obvious are really interested, and they're sold all over the country, but we also would like to be in homeless shelters, in places where people are seeking legal rights, in clinics. So wherever children and families are, that's where we would like to see children's books.
And it sounds like where they have the greatest need.
Absolutely.
At the same time, like that. Okay.
Yes.
Lorraine, nice to have you here. Thank you for bringing in these books. Lorraine Garcia-Nakata has been our guest, and she is Executive Director and Publisher of Children's Book Press.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lorraine.